What's up, guys? Welcome to another fine edition of the Fastest 3 Minutes. This week was the 6th week of action, and we're finally now able to see how the league is going to shape up, who are the contenders, the pretenders, and the teams that are absolute trash. Let's get to it. In our first matchup this week, we had the Half Acre Bowl. With two halves, you can have a full acre. I Still Live with Zach's Parents 2 drops by the Nerf Zone to face the Herders, with each team eyeing the Mendoza line of 500. Upstart rookie Deshaun Watson is putting everyone on notice as he has another big game of 23 points. Jordan Howard pounds the rock as he leads the Bears to another win with 36 rushes and 18 points. Turns out, being the landlord, you have to pay the bills and fix shit when it breaks, and the bills came in this week. Nerf Herder's rushing attack crushed the landlord for 65 points, and the mortgage will have to wait a month. Nerf Herders dubbed the landlord 121-111. In Game 2, we had Roger fucking Goodell takes his garbage truck full of shit players to visit Mr. Blackcap and Company, which I know now is simply a do-rag. Goodell's kicker had the best game with 21 from Ryan I Don't Suck Up, which is really the only thing Goodell had going. Mr. Blackcap pulled Goodell's do-rag over his eyes as Gronk and Antonio Brown have a full-out blanket party as they smash Goodell to the tune of 127-81. Goodell earned his team name to be Smokin' Trash as they simply can't score or find their identity. Both teams will have to fight for the right going forward at 2-4. Game 3 reminded me of playing my dad in one-on-one growing up. OMG takes his garbage-ass team to see another dumpster fire in Joe Buck. OMG has thought he could get cute all year long as he tried to give Joe Buck his run for his money, but no player propped up the old man with over 14 points. But here comes Joe Buck. Joe Buck finally shakes the hangover and takes down his old man behind solid performances by Evan Ingram and Carson Arnold Palmer. 91-73, both teams sit at 2-4. In Game 4, it was TDMP's turn to head to Bloomington to face Butters as TDMP comes off his first loss. This game was a rock'em sock'em and block'em type game with both teams going back and forth. Big days from first pick Le'Veon Bell, Juice Landry, and the Ravens D gave Butters a dog in the fight. Bad news was, the dog got killed to make the curry this week as TDMP gets by Butters by a few ball hairs, 107-101. Butters falls back to 3-3 as Khan gets back to his winning ways. In Game 5, we had the Eskimo Brothers, the Lynch Mob, and I Still Live with My Parents. And away we go. The Lynch Mob had a solid outing from his team with Golden Gate Tate and DeMarco Murray doing the heavy lifting. I Still Live with My Parents came back with monster weeks from Melvin Jeff Gordon and Derrick Henry as he decided to come out of the basement this week. You gotta watch out for Zach P. You never know when he'll flip the switch and turn on the power. Zach P gets a big second win as he stuns the mob 127-118. In our final game, this week's Game of the Week sponsored by Dixon Direct, and John's 17 years of hard work and dedication there, we had the defending champion Hoosier Daddy going against the chode Male Pattern Baldness. Hoosier gets 2 TDs out of Jerick McKinnon and 22 points, but that's where the party stopped for this team. It was all bald before you knew it. Kirk Cousins tossed it over the field against the Niners as he dropped 28, followed by Larry Legends with 10 catches for a $138 and 22 points of his own. Male Pattern Baldness wallops Hoosier Daddy and hands him his first loss of the season, 123-67. Bang! Both teams are now 5-1 as this season's plot thickens. And that was Week 6. Thank you guys again for joining me in another fun-filled week of fantasy football action. I want to be the first to wish you good luck in Week 7. Love ya.